What is up, guys? It is your boy NCSO7 here, and welcome to a brand new review video for the channel. And today I'm going to be reviewing Rayman Legends. Now, I played this game on the Wii U a really long time ago. I think it was around the time the game came out, and I hadn't really played much of it. However, last month I ordered the PS4 version of the game on Amazon, so that way I could kind of replay the game and kind of see what my thoughts on it are and whether or not they have changed or not, for better or for worse. And, well, I'm going to discuss that in this review. So, yeah, let's jump right into it. Now, I have played one other Rayman game, that being Rayman Origins, although I don't have the game anymore, but I will get it eventually for my PS3 as I sold it multiple times. I'll get into that when I review Origins eventually, but I also have played some of the iOS games like Rayman Jungle Run and I think Fiesta Run, which were pretty decent games as well. Those were really good for mobile, just saying. But let's talk about Rayman Legends. Now, starting off with, of course, the presentation. Now, this game is a 2D platformer, but with a bit of a twist, as it's like the other, previous Rayman game, Rayman Origins. It's your typical 2D platformer. However, there are certain segments where you use a new character called Murphy, and using the O button, specifically on the PlayStation 4 controller, you can actually have Murphy manipulate various things within the environment, whether moving debris out of your way so that way you can get through, or even destroying some enemies that you can't destroy yourself. And it's really not that unique of a game, but what does work is the visuals for the game. This game is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Even though this game came out in 2013, playing this on my PS4 in 2022, it still looks really good. It still holds up incredibly well because the game's art is just so damn good. It really makes me wish that we could get another Rayman game, but more on that later. But seriously though, performance-wise and visual-wise, this game is absolutely amazing. And while the game isn't necessarily anything that unique and doesn't bring a lot of unique stuff to the table, it's still a really, really good game in its own right. So presentation-wise, it's really, really good. And the story for the game is alright, as essentially there's these teensies that exist throughout the world, and then there's a few select dark teensies that essentially kidnap the teensies and lock them in cages, and that's bad, so you gotta be the hero and stop them and save the teensies. It's not really that deep of a story at all. There's not really a lot to it, but it's still good. It's still enough of a reason to get yourself out there and save them. But now moving on to the gameplay. Now, the gameplay for this game isn't really that different from other 2D platformers. You run, you jump, you can use an attack button that allows you to kick, punch, and whatnot. You can also fly around and hover around, which is really cool as well. However, there really isn't much to it other than that. Honestly, that's most of the game. You can kind of run off walls in certain segments, but that's really all there is for the gameplay. Except for the Murphy segment, as using Murphy with the O button on the PS4 controller, you can, like I said before, manipulate objects in the environment and whatnot. Now, this is kind of annoying if I'm not gonna lie. However, this game was originally intended to be a Wii U exclusive. You see, originally when this game was gonna be Wii U exclusive, Murphy was gonna take advantage of the Wii U gamepad, and while he does in the Wii U version of the game, in the other versions of the game, he's just kind of an annoyance, if I'm going to be honest. I don't really care for the Murphy segments at all. I kind of prefer just the normal 2D platforming because it's more fun in my opinion. And I don't know, it just feels kind of blah. It doesn't feel that great. It's not to say that it's bad outright, but it definitely does feel kind of weird because you gotta really get your thumb in the right position so you can hit the square, X, and the O buttons, sometimes all at once. It can be a little difficult to do, but that doesn't necessarily mean the game is bad. God, no. The gameplay is still really, really solid, as you have 5 worlds to go through with tons of levels to go through, and even brings back several levels from Rayman Origins, so that's really cool. And one of the coolest things about this game are the challenges. So essentially, every single day, daily and weekly challenges will be up for you to complete. And these challenges can range from collecting as many of the lums as you can within a specific time limit, collect as many lumps as you can, go the farthest distance, reach like the farthest distance, or go like the farthest. It is without a doubt one of the coolest parts of the game, because you actually compete with other people online, and it's so much fun to try and compete and try and get yourself that gold cup or even be the best player in the world. But let me say right now, it is really not that easy, but god damn it is so much fun. It really does give the game a lot of replay value, but more into that a little later. So gameplay wise, it's amazing, and especially in multiplayer as well. Multiplayer for this game is superb as well. It's really, really good. And control-wise, I've already mentioned control, so moving on to the content. Now, I paid $20 for this game. There is easily enough content in this game. This game, I would say the main campaign would probably take you around maybe 8 hours, maybe like 10 hours to beat, I would estimate. However, there is a lot to collect. There's a lot of things to collect, such as rescuing all the teensies, getting all the gold cups, getting all the creatures, unlocking all the paintings, and unlocking the secret 6th world. There's a lot here. And like I mentioned before, the challenges change every day and some every week. So it really does keep you coming back to the game, because there are so many characters that you can unlock, and given that some of the characters require a lot of lums to collect, you're definitely going to be doing those challenges over and over in attempts to try and get all the characters. It's so good. Content-wise, the game is absolutely great. It works so well. And you can get the game typically for less than $20. Like, usually it goes on sale for less. So, content-wise, you get plenty. We'll put it at that. And then music-wise, music for this game is also really good. It's so good music. Now, not every track is the best. Some of them are better than others. But I really like the main theme of the game. It's really, really good. I like it a lot. As well as the more orchestral version of the song that plays in that one stage that I showed before, where you're like running around, like running up this tower and whatnot with the sinking sand. I love that when the music gets in there like that, the main theme just blasts you in the face. It's such a good feeling. The music in this game is, well, legendary, to put it simply. But finally, into my final thoughts on this game. I honestly don't remember how well this game was. I always thought the game was good, but it was when I replayed it on PS4 that I really understood why this game is so good and why certain people love it so much. And I like it a lot too. I think this game really doesn't have that many flaws. Like, I genuinely can't think of any real flaws with this game, outside of the Murphy segments kind of being a pace killer, especially on the Wii U version of the game, as you don't actually control the character at all at that point. But honestly, outside of that, I can't think of a single flaw for this game. But to be fair, I'm not giving it a perfect score, because it's not like this game really does anything that unique compared to the other games. It's not that groundbreaking. But what it is a really solid 2D platformer. Definitely get the game if you haven't before. Definitely play it if you can, especially with multiplayer. The game is a lot of fun with multiplayer. It's really fun to compete with your friends to see who can do better and whatnot. It's just a lot of fun. Now, if only we could see a sequel to this game. Ubisoft, if you're watching this video, please make a sequel to this game. This game is way too good to leave like this. Please make a Rayman Legends 2. Please, I'm begging you, please do it. I would love to see it. But I don't know. Maybe eventually, but I don't know. But anyways, that is it for this review. I really like Rayman Legends, and I would love to see a sequel. But what about you? Let me know in the comments section what you think of this game, and if you would also like to see a sequel to this game as well. Even though it's probably not going to happen, given they're more concerned with milking Assassin's Creed. Oh well. But anyways, thank you guys for watching the video. If this is your first time checking out my channel, hit that subscribe button, because I told you to. And check out my other content as well. And, oh man, with that being said, this is NCSO7 signing out. Peace out, everybody. Have a good day.